Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. Today, we're going to explore how to master collaborative workflows with Microsoft Lists and Loop. Our goal is to show you how to transform chaos into structured, efficient team collaboration. We'll cover key tools and strategies to help your teams work more smoothly and effectively. So, let's dive in and discover how these powerful platforms can make a real difference in your work. Welcome to our next topic, embracing collaborative chaos. Today, we're going to explore how to master collaborative workflows using tools like Microsoft Lists and Loop. The goal here is to show you how to turn what often feels like chaos, those endless streams of information and shifting priorities, into structured, manageable processes. This is essential because in any project, maintaining productivity and staying on track is crucial. Effective handling of diverse data streams, changing priorities, and multiple communication channels can be overwhelming, but with the right approach, we can bring order to the chaos. Teams today face constant challenges, an overwhelming influx of information, continuous collaboration demands, and the need to stay aligned across various platforms. These modern work environments are dynamic and fast-paced, making it more important than ever to have tools that help us stay organized. By mastering these workflows, we can create a more streamlined, efficient way of working, helping us achieve our project goals without getting lost in the clutter. This sets the stage for us to dive deeper into the specific strategies and tools that make this possible. Let's talk about the collaboration challenge we often face. It's about managing too much data and not enough time to handle it all effectively. This slide highlights how these issues can create friction within our teams. When collaboration isn't smooth, progress slows down and frustration increases. That's why we need better frameworks for working together. Now, let's look at the impact on team dynamics. Fragmented information can lead to duplicated efforts because team members might be working on the same tasks without knowing about each other. This lack of coordination can really hamper productivity. Next, we see how unclear task ownership and communication gaps can cause missed deadlines. When responsibilities aren't clear or messages aren't flowing properly, deadlines slip away. Finally, rapid changes in project scope and evolving requirements add another layer of difficulty. Teams often struggle to keep up, which makes collaboration even more challenging. All of these points underscore the importance of mastering collaborative workflows, something tools like Microsoft Lists and Loop can help us do better. Let's take a closer look at the cost of chaos in collaborative work. When efforts are misaligned or details are missed, project outcomes can suffer significantly. This miscommunication often leads to compromised results, putting the success of the project at risk. At the same time, reduced productivity becomes a big issue. Teams spend valuable time searching for data or clarifying tasks instead of moving forward. This kind of wasted time not only delays progress, but also creates frustration. And then there's the impact on team morale. When information is unstructured and overwhelming, team members can feel disconnected and overwhelmed. This overload damages morale and can hinder collaboration overall. So, managing these challenges is crucial if we want to improve efficiency and keep our teams motivated. That's where mastering collaborative workflows with tools like Microsoft Lists and Loop comes into play. Now, let's talk about your allies in collaborative work, Microsoft Lists and Microsoft Loop. These tools are designed to help you master workflows that are all about teamwork and flexibility. Microsoft Lists enables real-time, dynamic collaboration by allowing you to embed flexible components across the Microsoft 365 ecosystem. This means your team can work together seamlessly, updating and sharing data instantly. On the other hand, Microsoft Loop provides a structured platform to organize, track, and manage data efficiently, making sure everyone stays on the same page. When you combine these tools, you create a powerful environment that supports both flexible, spontaneous collaboration and organized, systematic management. Essentially, they are your go-to allies for making teamwork more fluid and productive. perfectly aligning with our overall goal of enhancing collaborative workflows through Microsoft 365. Now, let's explore how Microsoft Lists can help us master collaborative workflows. By centralizing our information, it makes it much easier for teams to stay clear and in control, even when managing complex projects. When everyone has access to the same organized data, it reduces confusion and keeps the project moving smoothly. Microsoft Lists seamlessly integrates with the Microsoft 365 apps we already use daily, like Teams, Outlook, and SharePoint. This integration streamlines our workflow management, making it easier to update and share information across platforms without losing context. Another great feature is the rich column types and views. These allow us to visualize our data effectively, whether it's through calendars, Kanban boards, or simple lists, so we can interpret information quickly and make better decisions. And of course, the lists are highly customizable. We can tailor them to track tasks, milestones, or any project details important to us. This flexibility ensures that our tracking tools match our specific needs, helping us stay organized and on top of every aspect of our work. Altogether, these features highlight how Microsoft Lists, combined with Loop, empower us to work collaboratively with clarity and control. Now, let's look at how Microsoft Loop takes collaborative workflows to the next level. Loop transforms what used to be static, one-and-done collaboration into a dynamic and engaging experience. It makes working together feel more natural and fluid. One of the key features is how it enhances communication by keeping conversations focused and rich with context. This means everyone stays on the same page, with relevant information readily available. Another great aspect is the seamless embedding of interactive elements into chats, documents, and emails. This makes sharing and interacting with content much easier and more integrated. Finally, Microsoft Loop supports real-time teamwork through live components that update instantly. This allows teams to collaborate on the fly, seeing changes as they happen, which keeps projects moving smoothly. Overall, these features help us work more effectively together, no matter where we are. Now, let's look at how Lists and Loop work together to create seamless collaboration. They enable an end-to-end workflow, meaning from the initial planning stages all the way through execution, everything flows smoothly. This helps ensure that everyone stays on the same page and actions are aligned with the overall project goals. Loop components play a crucial role here by bringing that data directly into live conversations and documents. It's like having real-time updates right where your team is working, making collaboration more dynamic and immediate. On the other hand, lists help us structure and track project data systematically. Whether it's task statuses, deadlines, or resource allocations, lists organize everything so it's easy to manage and review. Together, these tools support a comprehensive approach, connecting planning, communication, and execution, making teamwork more efficient and transparent. This is a core part of how Microsoft Lists and Loop enhance collaborative workflows across the organization. Now, let's look at a real-world scenario where tracking project progress with lists really makes a difference. Here, we're focusing on mastering collaborative workflows using Microsoft Lists and Loop. This structured approach is designed to minimize confusion and help keep your projects on track. One of the key benefits is that Microsoft Lists allows teams to monitor status updates and track progress in real time. This means everyone stays informed about where things stand without constantly checking in or chasing updates. Another important point is task assignment. Teams can assign specific tasks with clear ownership and priority levels. This not only clarifies who is responsible for what, but also ensures accountability across the board. And finally, using Microsoft Lists, teams can define project milestones and deadlines clearly. Setting these benchmarks helps everyone stay aligned and focused on meeting objectives on time. Together, these features create a streamlined, transparent process that keeps projects moving smoothly and efficiently. Let's explore how dynamic collaboration works in real-world scenarios using Loop components. This approach really helps accelerate decision-making and teamwork. When we talk about accelerated decision-making, It's all about maintaining context and continuity without the need to switch between different apps or lose focus on what's important. This keeps everyone on the same page and speeds up the process. Next, we have the idea of simultaneous collaboration. Imagine multiple people working at the same time, with updates appearing instantly for everyone involved. It creates a seamless flow, making teamwork more efficient and synchronized. And finally, the power of embedding editable components, like tables, task lists, and notes, directly within chats or documents. This means you can make real-time edits that everyone sees right away, which keeps the collaboration fluid and interactive. All of these points highlight how these tools help us work smarter, stay connected, and move faster in our collaborative efforts. Now, let's talk about the importance of regularly reviewing and updating our data to reflect the current realities of our projects. Keeping information fresh and accurate is crucial because it ensures that everyone is working with the latest details, which in turn drives meaningful progress. Outdated data can lead to misunderstandings or missed opportunities, so consistency is key. Next, I want to highlight how loop components can be incredibly useful during discussions. By surfacing relevant information directly within your conversations, you can make discussions more dynamic and focused. This integration helps everyone stay aligned without having to switch between different tools or documents. And of course, capturing key details in structured lists is essential for easy tracking. When information is organized systematically, it becomes simple to monitor progress, identify bottlenecks, or follow up on action items. These structured lists serve as a reliable record, helping turn information into actionable data. Ultimately, all of these practices, reviewing data regularly, using loop components during discussions, and maintaining structured lists, work together to keep our workflows efficient and focused. They ensure that our information not only supports but actively drives our progress forward. All right, now let's walk through the setup process for your first Microsoft list. This hands-on activity will really help you understand how to build a solid foundation for organized project management. First, you'll start by creating your list, either from a template or from scratch, giving you flexibility to tailor it to your needs. Next, you'll customize the columns to capture the relevant data types, such as dates, choices, or people, ensuring your list reflects exactly what you need to track. Once your list is set up, the next critical step is sharing it with your team and setting appropriate permissions. This way, everyone can collaborate effectively while maintaining control over the data. By following these steps, you're not just creating a list, you're laying the groundwork for streamlined teamwork and project success. Now, let's take a closer look at how we can make teamwork more effective through an interactive demo with loop components. Here, you'll see firsthand how dynamic content can really enhance our collaboration. We'll explore how loop helps keep conversations actionable and focused, so everyone stays aligned and clear on next steps. You'll also notice that with real-time editing, updates are instantly visible to all team members, making collaboration seamless and immediate. Another key point is embedding loop components, like task lists and tables, directly into Teams chats or Word documents. This integration helps centralize our work and keeps everything connected in one place. Overall, this demo highlights how these tools empower us to work more efficiently and stay synchronized, which is a core part of mastering collaborative workflows with Microsoft Lists and Loop. Let's talk about mastering collaborative workflows with Microsoft Lists and Loop. When your lists are well organized, they not only improve clarity, but also help reduce the management overhead, making everyone's job easier. One of the key benefits is leveraging views and filters. These tools allow you to highlight what's most important, like upcoming deadlines or high-priority tasks, so your team can focus on what matters most. It's also crucial to use meaningful column names, nothing vague here, so everyone understands what each column represents at a glance. Consistent data formats are equally important. They keep your data clean and easy to analyze. Finally, aligning your list structure with your team's workflows and project phases ensures that your lists support how your team actually works, rather than forcing everyone into a rigid format. When everything is aligned and clear, collaboration becomes smoother, and projects move forward more efficiently. This is all about creating systems that serve your team's needs and boost productivity. Let's talk about some best practices for using Loop to enhance communication within your team. On this slide, we focus on mastering collaborative workflows with Microsoft Lists and Loop. These approaches are all about fostering productive and focused teamwork, which is essential for achieving your goals efficiently. First, fostering focused teamwork means using Loop to keep everyone's context aligned across multiple communication channels. This way, no matter where your team is discussing or reviewing information, everyone stays on the same page. Next, maintaining context across channels is crucial. Whether you're chatting in Teams, emailing, or working within lists, Loop helps you keep track of the conversation and the relevant details seamlessly. Encouraging real-time collaboration is another key point. When issues come up, addressing them immediately and collaboratively helps resolve problems faster and keeps projects moving forward smoothly. Finally, embedding Loop components directly into your workflows is a game changer. It keeps discussions centered on actionable items, making sure everyone knows what to do next without losing focus or wasting time. Remember, these approaches all tie back to the overall theme of making teamwork more efficient, transparent, and collaborative through smart use of Loop and lists. Let's talk about avoiding common pitfalls when working collaboratively with tools like Microsoft Lists and Loop. To keep our collaboration effective, awareness and proactive management are key. If we don't stay on top of things, it's easy to lose track and get overwhelmed. One major mistake is failing to define clear ownership and responsibilities. Without clarity on who is responsible for what, tasks can fall through the cracks or cause confusion among team members. It's vital to assign roles from the start to keep everyone aligned. Another point is neglecting to update Loop components. When these aren't kept current, we end up working with outdated information, which can lead to mistakes or duplicated efforts. Regularly reviewing and updating these components ensures everyone is working with the latest data. And finally, overloading lists with unnecessary data can clutter our workspace. When lists become too crowded, it becomes harder to find what we need quickly, and productivity suffers. So, keeping lists streamlined and relevant helps maintain clarity and focus. By being proactive in managing these aspects, we can keep our collaborative workflows smooth and efficient, making the most of Microsoft Lists and Loop. Let's take a closer look at this case study, turning chaos into order at Contoso. Here, we see how mastering collaborative workflows can truly transform a team's productivity. The key idea is the power of structured collaboration, creating a clear, organized way for teams to work together effectively. As a result, Contoso experienced better deadline adherence, meaning projects were completed on time more consistently. They also reduced duplicated work, which saved time and eliminated confusion. Importantly, this led to higher team satisfaction because everyone felt more aligned and less frustrated. Contoso used Loop components to facilitate real-time team communication. This allowed team members to stay connected and respond instantly, fostering a more dynamic and responsive work environment. Additionally, they adopted Microsoft Lists to centralize project tracking. Instead of scattered spreadsheets or emails, everything was in one place, making it easier to monitor progress, update statuses, and stay on top of deadlines. All of these tools and strategies come together to show how structured collaboration, supported by Microsoft Lists and Loop, can turn chaos into order. And that's really the heart of what we're exploring today. Now, let's explore how advanced features like Power Automate and integration can really transform our workflows. When we talk about mastering collaborative workflows with Microsoft Lists and Loop, the goal is to enhance operational efficiency. These tools help teams adapt quickly to changing demands, making our processes more flexible and responsive. By tailoring workflows to meet our specific needs, we can ensure that our team's unique requirements are met effectively. Customizable solutions allow us to adapt processes seamlessly, so we're not stuck with one-size-fits-all approaches. Integration is key here. For example, combining Power Automate with Microsoft Teams, Outlook, and Planner lets us coordinate across platforms effortlessly. This smooth collaboration reduces friction and saves time. Power Automate also helps us streamline repetitive tasks. We can set up workflows that automatically handle routine activities, freeing up time for more strategic work. Notifications can be configured to keep everyone informed and ensure updates happen in a timely manner. Overall, these enhancements not only boost our efficiency, but also improve our ability to adapt quickly, which aligns perfectly with our overarching goal of creating smarter, more connected workflows. Staying flexible is really key to making sure our tools stay aligned with our team's evolving goals. As we progress, it's important to keep an open mind and be ready to adjust. One way to do that is by soliciting feedback from the team regularly. This helps us understand what's working and what might need tweaking to optimize how we're using Microsoft Lists and Loop. Another crucial point is adjusting Loop components to support new communication patterns as they develop. Communication is always changing, and our tools should adapt accordingly to keep collaboration smooth. And of course, we need to review and update our lists on a regular basis. Projects evolve, priorities shift, and our lists should reflect those changes so everyone stays on the same page. Overall, by staying flexible and continuously refining our approach, we can ensure that our tools truly support our team's goals and help us work more effectively together. Now, let's talk about security and compliance, which are essential for keeping your data safe. When you're working collaboratively, it's crucial to ensure that data integrity and privacy are maintained at all times. That's where these features come into play. They help safeguard your data in collaborative environments, giving you peace of mind. One of the key tools we have is managing permissions effectively through role-based access controls. This means you can assign specific roles to team members, ensuring that everyone has the right level of access. No more, no less. It's a simple yet powerful way to control who can view or modify sensitive information. Another important aspect is compliance with industry standards. Microsoft Lists and Loop are built to support enterprise-grade security protocols. This helps ensure that your organization adheres to regulations and industry best practices for data protection. Overall, these security features are designed to protect your sensitive information and help you manage collaborative work responsibly. They're an essential part of creating a safe, compliant environment where teamwork can thrive without compromising security. Now, let's look ahead to the future roadmap for Lists and Loop. What's next is all about mastering collaborative workflows, and these developments are really designed to empower teams to better manage what I like to call the chaos of collaboration. First, we're focusing on empowering teams through improved customization options. This means users will soon have more ways to tailor their collaboration experiences, making workflows more intuitive and suited to their specific needs. Next, there's an exciting boost in AI-driven insights. These enhancements will proactively surface relevant information, helping users stay informed and make smarter decisions without having to dig through data manually. And finally, we're expanding integration capabilities across the entire Microsoft 365 ecosystem. This means that Lists and Loop will work even more seamlessly with other tools you're already using, creating a more connected and efficient environment for teamwork. All of these updates tie back to our overarching goal, making collaboration smoother, more personalized, and more powerful for every team. Let's talk about some community tips and resources that can really help you master collaborative workflows with Microsoft Lists and Loop. First, connecting with your peers is essential. By engaging with others, you can exchange practical tips and stay updated on the latest features and enhancements that Microsoft regularly rolls out. Building these connections keeps you in the loop and helps you learn from real-world experiences. Next, I recommend exploring official Microsoft resources and community blogs. These sources are fantastic for discovering updates, innovative use cases, and best practices. They're a great way to deepen your understanding and find inspiration for your own projects. Engaging with forums and user groups is another valuable step. These communities offer ongoing support where you can ask questions, share solutions, and learn from others facing similar challenges. It's all about collaborative problem solving and continuous improvement. Additionally, accessing best practice guides curated by experienced users can really optimize your workflows. These guides distill expert advice into actionable steps, helping you get the most out of lists and loop. Finally, leveraging trusted community insights is a powerful way to enhance your usage. By tapping into shared experiences and lessons learned, you can avoid common pitfalls and implement more effective, efficient collaboration strategies. Altogether, these community resources and connections are key to mastering these tools and making collaboration smoother and more productive for everyone. Now, as we prepare for your Q&A, it's important to think about the questions you'll want to ask. This is your chance to address your specific challenges and make the most of this session. Let's start with personalized questions. Are there advanced features or hidden functionalities within Microsoft Lists and Loop that you're curious about? Exploring these can uncover new ways to boost your productivity. Next, consider troubleshooting. What steps do you recommend when facing common issues? Having a clear troubleshooting guide can save you time and frustration. Another key area is integration. How do you connect lists and Loop with other Microsoft 365 tools you're already using? Seamless integration is crucial for smooth workflows. Managing permissions is also vital. What are the best strategies for controlling access and ensuring the right people have the right permissions? This helps maintain security and collaboration. Finally, think about tailoring these tools to your team's workflows. How can you customize lists and Loop to fit your specific processes and needs? By preparing these questions, you'll be well equipped to get personalized guidance and maximize your use of these powerful tools. Let's talk about how we can facilitate seamless integration with other productivity tools to keep our workflows running smoothly. When different tools work together effortlessly, it helps us stay on track without losing momentum. This means teams can easily connect Microsoft Lists and Loop with the apps they already use, ensuring that information flows seamlessly across platforms. Next, I want to highlight how this integration empowers us to track progress and deadlines more efficiently. Instead of juggling multiple sources of information, we can have a clear, centralized view of our tasks, which makes managing deadlines much simpler and more reliable. Now, an essential part of this approach is enhancing transparency. With real-time updates and shared views, everyone stays informed about the latest changes and progress. This transparency builds trust within the team and helps us respond quickly to any issues that arise. Streamlined communication is another key benefit. By centralizing information, we reduce the need for endless emails and back-and-forth messages, making our conversations more focused and productive. Finally, organizing tasks and information in a centralized, accessible way ensures that everyone knows where to find what they need when they need it. This not only saves time but also keeps everything in one place, so nothing gets lost or overlooked. All of these points tie back to our overall goal, transforming chaos into control by mastering collaborative workflows. Now that we've outlined the key steps, let's talk about how to get started today. First, it's essential to plan for regular reviews to assess our progress. This helps us stay on track and identify any adjustments needed along the way. Speaking of adjustments, don't hesitate to tweak your workflows as you learn what works best. It's all about optimizing our outcomes. Next, scheduling regular check-ins is crucial. These meetings keep everyone aligned and allow us to stay informed about deadlines and important updates. To make sure no one misses a beat, set up notifications and reminders. These can alert your team about upcoming tasks or changes. Bringing your team on board is the next step. Invite team members to collaborate within your workspace, and be sure to assign roles clearly so everyone understands their responsibilities. Clear roles foster accountability and smooth collaboration. Once your team is on board, set up your first list or loop workspace. Tailor it to your needs by including relevant columns and templates. This customization makes tracking more effective. Finally, identify the key projects or processes that will benefit most from this structured approach. Pinpointing these areas allows us to focus our efforts where organization can really drive efficiency. By following these steps, we're setting a solid foundation for successful teamwork and project management. Let's explore some additional resources and learning paths that can really help you master collaborative workflows with Microsoft Lists and Loop. First, peer support and knowledge sharing are invaluable, so I recommend joining online communities and user groups. These platforms allow you to connect with other users, ask questions, and share experiences. They're great for troubleshooting and discovering best practices from real-world users. Next, there's a wealth of documentation and FAQs provided by Microsoft and community experts. These resources are often the first place to turn when you're facing a challenge or need detailed explanations. Webinars and live training sessions are also excellent. They show practical applications and tips that you can immediately apply to your work. Watching video tutorials focused on lists and loop fundamentals, as well as more advanced features, can really deepen your understanding. Finally, don't forget about Microsoft Learn modules. These structured learning paths are perfect for self-paced study, helping you build confidence and expertise step by step. All these resources tie back to our overall goal of empowering you to collaborate more effectively and leverage Microsoft Lists and Loop to their fullest potential. Now, let's look at what this interactive Q&A session is all about. This is your chance to gain insights directly from experts and to engage in peer discussions. Throughout this session, you'll have the opportunity to explore advanced scenarios and potential integration possibilities with Microsoft Lists and Loop. It's also a great moment to share your own experiences and challenges. By doing so, you can receive tailored advice that addresses your specific needs. As we move through this, don't hesitate to ask questions to clarify any concepts or workflows we've discussed earlier. Remember, this live session is designed to be as interactive as possible. If you have specific questions about lists or loop functionalities, this is the perfect opportunity to get answers. So, think about what you'd like to know more about, and let's make the most of this time together. So, as we wrap up, I want to emphasize the importance of embracing the power of order. When we master collaborative workflows using tools like Microsoft Lists and Loop, we can truly transform how our teams work together and achieve success. The core idea here is that order isn't just about organization, it's about unlocking potential. By consistently integrating these solutions into our daily routines, we can maximize their benefits and really drive our teams forward. Lists and Loop are powerful because they help us move away from scattered, fragmented communication. Instead, we create organized workflows that everyone can see and understand. This shared visibility not only boosts productivity, but also fosters accountability within the team. And because these tools are flexible, they allow us to adapt quickly to changing project needs, keeping us agile and responsive. Remember, successful collaboration relies on having a clear structure and understanding. When we lay that foundation with these tools, we enable our teams to work more effectively and with greater clarity. So, let's commit to integrating these solutions fully and harness the true power of order to achieve our goals. Thank you all for your attention today. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize the importance of your feedback. It helps us improve our future presentations and ensure we're meeting your needs effectively. Please take a moment to provide your insights. Next, I encourage you to join upcoming training sessions and community events. These are great opportunities to deepen your understanding and connect with others who are also working to master these tools. Remember, the real power comes when you start applying Lists and Loop in your daily workflows. Don't wait. Start integrating these solutions into your routine and see how they can streamline your tasks and boost productivity. Lastly, be sure to review the materials and resources we've shared during this session. They'll serve as valuable references as you continue exploring and implementing these workflows. Thanks again for your participation, and I look forward to seeing how you leverage these tools moving forward. Now, let's look at some quick tips and keyboard shortcuts to help you master collaborative workflows with Microsoft Lists and Loop. First, customizing views is key. You can tailor your views to focus on the most relevant data for your role or specific project, making it easier to find what you need quickly. Applying filters and conditional formatting takes this a step further by highlighting priorities, so important items stand out at a glance. Next, reordering items is simple with drag and drop. This effortless method allows you to organize your list items exactly how you want without any fuss. For faster navigation, remember that pressing Ctrl+F lets you search within your lists. It's a great way to locate specific information in seconds. And when you need to add new items quickly, just hit Ctrl+N to create a fresh list or loop item on the spot. These shortcuts and tips are all about streamlining your workflow, keeping you focused on what truly matters, collaborating effectively and efficiently. Now, let's take a look at how Lists and Loop connect with other Microsoft 365 apps to create seamless workflows. When we talk about integration benefits, one key aspect is access controls. These controls help us define exactly who can view or edit content, ensuring that our information stays secure and accessible only to the right people. Next, we have predefined layouts and settings, which are part of the role of templates. These templates help standardize the way we set up Lists and Loop, making it easier to maintain consistency across projects and teams. Moving on, a collaborative workspace is at the heart of Loop. It brings together dynamic components that allow real-time editing, so teams can work together smoothly, regardless of where they are. Understanding Loop itself is important. It's a structured collection of items used to track information and manage tasks efficiently. And finally, a list is essentially a way to organize and track data in a structured manner. It helps us stay on top of things by providing a clear, organized view of our information. All these elements come together to streamline our workflows, making collaboration more effective and intuitive across the Microsoft 365 environment. In this slide, we're exploring some additional use cases that really highlight the versatility of Microsoft Lists and Loop in various industries. For example, in education, these tools can be used for organizing lesson plans, managing assignments, tracking student progress, and even logging incidents. This helps teachers stay organized and ensures students get the support they need. In IT support, they're great for logging incidents, prioritizing tickets, and monitoring resolution times, which streamlines the support process and improves response efficiency. Moving to marketing, teams can coordinate campaigns, manage content calendars, and handle approvals seamlessly, keeping everything on track. For HR, these tools are perfect for managing recruitment pipelines, onboarding tasks, and tracking milestones or deliverables, making human resource processes much more manageable. And in project management overall, they're invaluable for tracking resources, monitoring progress, and ensuring that every project phase stays aligned with goals. Throughout all these examples, the key takeaway is how Microsoft Lists and Loop help teams collaborate more effectively across different functions by providing a centralized way to organize, prioritize, and monitor their work. This really ties back to our overall theme of empowering teamwork and streamlining workflows. All right, let's go over some common issues you might encounter and how to troubleshoot them effectively. First, when you're experiencing performance lags, it's a good idea to clear your cache and close any unnecessary applications. This helps improve responsiveness and ensures your system isn't bogged down by background processes. Next, if you notice integration glitches, make sure that all connected apps are up to date and properly authorized. Keeping everything current helps maintain smooth connections. When data seems to be missing, it's important to verify user roles and access settings. Sometimes, users don't see all the information because of permissions restrictions. Adjusting these settings can often resolve the issue. If you're running into permission errors, a simple step is to refresh your browser or app and check your internet connectivity. Sometimes, a quick refresh or a stable connection can clear up those access problems. And finally, for sync delays, patience can help, but also consider refreshing your view or resyncing your data. Ensuring your internet connection is stable will also prevent delays and keep everything running smoothly. These troubleshooting tips are designed to keep your workflows seamless and help you master the collaborative tools we've discussed today.